Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Today was an important day for quantum computing stocks, and I'm going to talk about IONQ. I have not talked about IONQ, which is, in my opinion, number one, with RGTI number two. But IONQ is at a higher share price than, unfortunately, a higher share price than RGTI. So you can kind of make a little more money long term if you buy RGTI sitting at $10 versus IONQ, right? If both go to 100, you're only going to make 3x on IONQ versus RGTI making 10x. So that's kind of like the give and take there. You got to decide, do I want more potential gains? Do I take the risk? Which is the best one? They're both one of the best quantum computing stocks out there, which is why the quantum computing ETF holds those two. Let me show you that because I don't think I've shown that to the IONQ fanatics. Let me see if I can find the holdings for QTUM ETF holdings. Should reveal the full holdings here. You'll see at the very top QBTS, RGTI. They should have some. Did they remove IONQ? I'd be shocked. No, there it is. There's IONQ. They have some IONQ in there. For a second, I'm like, wait, did they remove IONQ? No. So as you can see, the ETF has a bunch of the good ones in there. So you kind of have to take your pick. Do I want more potential return? Do I go with IONQ or GTI? I would say a little bit of both. Not a bad idea. But quantum computing as a whole is looking red or going sideways. You can look at QBTS and QUBT. They're red. The ones that have the most potential are a little more green. But with the market as a whole red and bleeding the past couple of days, I would still exercise caution. Please exercise patience and discipline. Don't think just because we get one green day that that's just it. We're gonna get a huge run in the markets. You would think after a 50% drop, you would think we would get a huge recovery, but instead we've only recovered 11%. We have not recovered that. Like, look at this drop. Whew. You'd think we would have recovered more than that. So I'm just telling you, I would exercise caution for the time being. The CEO of D-Wave had something to say with regards to NVIDIA CEO saying, hey, short term, quantum computing stocks, they're, still far off. IONQ remains bullish amid industry volatility with revenues expected of 38.5 to 42.5 million. Remember, they work with Microsoft, Amazon, NASA, so on and so forth. While bookings are forecast to range from 75 million to 95 million, they have an ambitious long-term target forecasting the company would be profitable by 2030, so 5 years from now, with revenue nearing 1 billion. Which at that point the share price should skyrocket, right? Probably 100 plus at that point. Not going to do the math on that right now. That's not the focus. Yeah, but here's the thing. If IONQ is going to, if they're going to reach that prediction by 2030, then we would expect other quantum computing stocks to also follow. Specifically the ones as good as IONQ, like RGTI. That's why I'm saying, like, if they both go to 100, one is going to give me 10x, the other is just going to give me 3x. So that's why I'm saying you got to kind of, pick which one you like most, or a little bit of both, right? Half and half in each. Neither you can't go wrong with either, in my opinion. Let's see. Oh yeah, the CEO spoke out against the CEO of NVIDIA's bearish statements, saying that D-Wave has already been able to solve complex problems in materials simulating using quantum computing. According to Baratz, solving these problems would take millions of years on traditional supercomputers, highlighting the practical use of D-Wave's technology. Well, of course, the CEO of IONQ is going to be like, no. The technology that we have right now is already solving a lot of issues. Of course, you got one side saying, it's still far off. Of course, the CEO of, a quantum computing company, of course they're going to say that. So I'm not surprised and I'm not surprised one bit, not one bit. Of course, there's going to be some people that say, oh, we believe that the CEO of NVIDIA's comments may have been somewhat self-serving, and it is an quantum computing is an existential threat to NVIDIA. Interesting take, to say the least. Once quantum computing becomes powerful enough, it will likely replace some of the uses of GPU data centers with a smaller footprint and much faster computation. That means quantum computing is a threat to NVIDIA, which it would then want to wish away. I don't know about that. I think that's a little bit too much. That's an interesting take, but a little too much. A little too much on the top there. Either way, we did get a recovery, but where are the buyers? I was saying this on the RGTI video. Where are the buyers? They're stepping in, yes, but they're not stepping in big. Sellers stepped in big. I mean, look at this. Look at this huge drop. The buyers are only stepping. Look at this green candle. It's a small little green candle. It's nothing. It's a nothing candle compared to this big one. Where are the buyers? There's no strength. Look at this big green candle here. That's what we're looking for. Big green candles right here. Another big green candle. We're looking for strength from buyers. Without that, this could be nothing more than a pullback in the downtrend, because a lot of stocks have been downtrending. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the market as a whole, but we've been coming down and bleeding day after day. So I just exercise caution. Don't buy in just yet, because you never know. You might be buying in what you think is going to be the start of the pump back up, but really it just turns out to be just a pullback. So my strategy is to wait for the MACD crossover. So if you're new to the channel, what this is you add a MACD on your chart, click settings, parameter 12, 26, and 4, click confirm, and when this crosses over, that is your entry point. Until it crosses over, there's no reason to be bullish. The crossover usually means you got momentum and strength and buyers on your side. So here's the crossover, and you can see nice green candle here, and it moved from 48 to 50. And the last time we got a crossover was right here on this big green candle. Whew, look at that. Crossover happened. Huge green candle from 32 to 41, almost $10 move. A lot of volume as well. A lot of buyers. Like, you want to go into the stock with strength behind it. Right now, I would say it's like the buyers aren't stepping in as big as you would want. Still a lot of weakness. It wouldn't surprise me if it's just retail stepping in and it's just going to continue to get pushed down. It wouldn't surprise me one bit with how weak we're seeing the overall market as whole. NVIDIA is still red. Buyers are trying to step in, but again, there's no strength there. It's still a red candle. Sellers in control. Bitcoin barely holding on. So it's going to be an interesting Monday more than anything. Are we going to continue to bleed, or are we finally start moving to the upside so we can get that crossover? The only way you're going to get that crossover is upside movement. As long as we continue going lower and lower, we're not going to see that crossover. So that's why I'm saying, like, the easiest strategy that I can give you is that MACD on the daily chart, daily time frame. When it crosses over, jump in, and you'll be jumping in with the momentum and strength behind it. And that way you avoid buying. Not only would you have avoided buying the top here, because I saved a lot of people on Rigetti. I made a video telling people don't buy up here on Rigetti, because it could, there's things don't go up forever. And we got a huge 50% drop on IONQ and RGTI. So I'm just telling you right now, you will get a good entry point with strength behind the move, and you'll be in the green, and you won't be holding a bag, and you'll be buying as cheap as possible. We're not going to time the exact bottom unless it decides to go sideways here for a while, then maybe. But, for the time being, patience, discipline will be rewarded. The market always rewards that. That's how it's always been. That is it for the video. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next one. Bullish on quantum computing as a whole, and I'm loving IONQ and RGTI.